Now you can flip it around, I assume, as well. The camera thing.
Yeah. You can.
Allow viewers to request to be broadcast. And then when I finish, it'll post, right? All right, I think we're live right now. It says live. How do I know if anybody's watching?
Just say hey.
Yeah, but doesn't it usually show that people are watching? Somewhere?
Hey, Mary, if you can see it, like it.
Oh, there's one. One person's watching. Okay. We'll get a few people on here, and then we'll go do a tour of the OHSA State Wrestling Tournament. Oh, we got 2 people watching. All right. Let's go check it out. All right. Well, hello, all. We're going to go look around the Value City Arena. We're not quite started yet, but I thought I would give everybody a tour of the place that hasn't been down here. A backstage tour.
It's going to be a nice, really sunny and 40.
All right, we're coming off Media Row here, down into the arena. We'll go do the tunnels in a little bit, but
Oh, it was fine. At 9:30 or 10. Yeah, I left this in the car. Okay, so we're good on time. I was nervous.
be like this? Probably should be like that. No? No. Sorry. All right, everybody. We're here at the Value City Arena at the Schottenstein Center. Getting ready for the placement round of the OHSA State Wrestling Tournament. This is where individuals who are not wrestling for state titles will be wrestling their matches to finish between 3rd place and 8th place. The session will open with consolation semifinals, and then the placements for 3rd, 5th, and 7th place will be all wrestled here. So, as you can see, there's 9 mats on the floor. They start the weekend off on Thursday with 10 mats. After session 2, they reduce it to 9. And obviously tonight they'll reduce it to 3, and they'll be on a raised stage. So the 3 divisions will be wrestling their state titles in each weight class, one at a time on a raised stage. It's pretty awesome. Here are the big boards. This gives you the point totals for each division. This is Division 1. As you can see, those from our area in Lorain County, Lyria is sitting in 5th right now. They have 3 going tonight for state championships, and they have 3 going this morning for placement matches. So they have 6 total placers going. St. Edward in the lead there over Brecksville. Division 2 pretty much is already done. St. Paris Graham going to win, I believe, their 18th state championship in a row. We'll move over here to Division 3. So obviously we're down on the floor at the arena. And this is the Division 3 race. Genoa area is kind of got a good lead right now. Obviously, these placement matches could make a boost, but they're in good shape right now as well. So the 3 races are pretty well handled at this point. We'll walk through the tunnel real quick. This is the tunnel that the wrestlers walk through before they come out. This is really cool. As you can see up on the walls, they have wrestlers. This was the wrestlers coming in this year that were 3-time state champions. They'll be added with photos, as you can see, whether they finish as 3-time state champions or 4-time state champions. Legacy Christian's Tommy Hoskins will be a 3-time state champion. He lost last night in the semifinals. David Carr and Mitch Moore will be wrestling for their 4th state title this evening. So they could be possibly out of these walls as 4-time state champions. But as you can see, they list all the Ohio 3-time and 4-time state champions. We can run down through some of them so you guys can see them. But here are some of the more recent guys. I've covered lots of these guys over the last 15 years or so that I've been down here. And these are all 3-time state champions. So this side all has the 3-timers. Some of you guys may know this guy. Scotty Burnett from Elyria Catholic. There's Mark Jane, another Elyria guy. There's his brother, Eddie Jane.
What's the wind? 12 feet. Yeah, that's the other thing. 12 feet.
There's a young Mike Deanna, who sponsors a lot of the Chronicles and WOL's wrestling coverage, the radio shows, and yeah, really big wrestling enthusiast. Now we're looking at the 4-time state champions.
Well, that's the thing. Those guys are like.
And you guys might recognize this guy, Eric Burnett, current Elyria wrestling coach. Won 4 state titles with Oberlin, 1984 to 1987. Columbia Station's Lance Palmer. His brother Colin, David Taylor. Burnett trained Logan Stieber, Hunter Stieber, Cam Tassari. There's Dean Heil. We'll be wrestling in Cleveland this weekend. Ohio State wrestlers all up in here. Another Burnett trained guy, an Ohio State wrestler, and NCAA champion Nathan Tomasello. So this is the famed tunnel that all the wrestlers walk through. You can see it's very dark and subdued in here. And then when they go out to the arena to go to their matches, they walk through here, and all of a sudden it opens up to this. This is the sight they see when they come out to wrestle. So it's obviously a very intimidating, bright lights, huge arena, high ceilings, not what they're used to wrestling in gyms and smaller venues. So see the officials are out on the floor now, preparing things for the morning session. Arena's starting to fill up. That's press row. Press row is right over there. All those green drapes. That's 2 rows of the press, all covering the event from around the state, and we have national writers here as well. All right, we'll walk through some of the corridors and the things, so you can kind of see some of in the arena, so you can see some of the what's going on around here. So this is the under the arena. The wrestlers walk through here to go to the tunnel down back to the warm-up area, where they go up and they prepare to come out down to the arena. Later on, they'll have a podium shot after after the finals tonight, the top 8 in each weight class will get up there on podiums, but then they come up here in the warm-up area and they have a podium where they can do pictures and stuff like that. So we'll run up there quick so everybody can kind of see this. So this is the warm-up area. Wrestlers will come up here, prepare for matches. They weigh in. You see the drapes over there in the corner. That's where they weigh in, weigh out over the course of the weekend. That process is done for the weekend. They weighed out last night and they're done now. They don't have to weigh in or weigh out again. You can see lots of wrestlers preparing for matches. There's Olmsted Falls, Michael Shaw.
How's it going?
We're live on Facebook right now. See lots of coaches out here getting their kids ready.
I put it on, didn't I? Well, I got 2 girls too. Go back.
So yeah, it's a pretty extensive operation they got here. There's Josh Brady. Pretty extensive operation they've got going on here. Obviously this lets out into the arena. They've got the OHSA banners up, so that goes into the regular concourse of the arena. I hope we don't lose you, but we're gonna go back down through the tunnels real quick. I'll pick you right back up when we get down if it loses, so hold on one second. All right. Looks like it's staying with. The cordons here to kind of move them along, put them in the right direction. The red rope. Sorry about that. Again, we're down underneath the arena, so the reception's not great. So, but instead of walking through that part, we'll walk back out here in the arena.
At Jets, we know the best pizza starts with the freshest ingredients. That's why we make our dough first daily. Use sauce made from vine ripened tomatoes and all natural, fresh, 100% mozzarella. So you get deep dish perfection with a crispy, crunchy crust that's like nothing you've ever tasted. Now get Jets 8-quarter pizza.
So for those who haven't been down here, the breakdown is Thursday night they have one session. They wrestle the first round of the championship bracket and they wrestle the first round of the consolations. Friday morning they'll wrestle the quarterfinals and the second round of the consolations. If you can make it past Friday, you are officially a state placer. Because anything you do at that point, you'll finish 8th or higher. Last night's setup was the consolation quarterfinals and the championship semifinals. They ran those concurrently. This morning they'll open again, as I said in the beginning of this video, with the consolation semifinals. Then they'll immediately wrestle 3rd, 5th, and 7th place. And then tonight's session is the championship session, where they'll all be wrestling for state titles every match. They'll start with 106 pounds, and they'll have 3 mats, and Division 1, 2, and 3 will all wrestle their championship matches at the same time. They'll finish all 3 matches till they move on to 113 pounds. So this is the other end of the arena. You can see at the other end they have the head table where the tunnel is set up, where they come out. You see right down the road here the what they call the Christmas trees, the scoring trees. The top number is the match number. The very top number is the mat number, the one that's sitting on the Christmas tree. The top lighted number is the match number. Then of course you've got what period it is, 1, 2, 3, and if it goes 4, that means it's an overtime. Whether it be sudden victory, tiebreaker, or ultimate tiebreaker. Then you have the clock, and then the red and green scoring. Each wrestler will be giving an ankle strap that'll either be red or green, and that'll allow you to know who's winning in the match or what the score is in the match. So, again, this is press row over here. Jamie, I do not, but he was up there warming up. I believe he is in the Consti semis. And if he's 106 pounds, he's probably wrestling right away. He's probably wrestling very first match. So that'd be right at 10 a.m. when they start the session. So I guess that's when Michael's going to be wrestling. All right, I'll see what I can do under this tunnel. So if I lose you, I'll pop back out in the arena. But I just want to kind of show you guys the back area here. So when the wrestlers are done with their matches, we put in interview requests in the media, and they come back here to the interview room to talk to us for the stories. They have a hospitality room over here that has drinks and some chips and things like that in it. I think it's used as like kind of a season ticket holder club for Ohio State, during the basketball seasons. And then down here, down here is the tunnel that has some of the people who have played this arena over the years. Each year, there you go, 2013-14. They had some, Willie Nelson was here. Looks like Miley Cyrus, Bruno Mars. This is the interview room. So the wrestlers will come in here, and if you've seen any of my videos, interview videos, they're usually done right up against this wall here. But they can sit at tables sometimes. We'll sit at tables and talk, things like that. This is the photo room where the photographers work on their photos and things like that. They sometimes have buffets set up, things like that in here too. So that's kind of a media work area. And again, this is the tunnel. This is the officials' locker rooms are down here. The wrestler locker rooms, if they want to shower and get dressed after their matches, all are along this tunnel as well. So, trying to think of anything else information-wise. I just want to give everybody kind of a little tour before the session starts, and those who haven't been able to get down here, and even those who maybe have been down here and not been able to get kind of a backstage view of everything. I wanted to kind of let you everybody see the facilities and see how everything works down here. So this is my, I think, 12th year, maybe 13th year coming down. So it's gets a little easier every time. So there's a lot of stuff here to master. So
Admitted to the bullpen at this time.
yeah, they're bringing the first group of wrestlers down to the around the tunnel area. So they'll sit in there where we were at with all the 3 and 4-time state champions pictures, the eyes all staring at them as they come out here to prepare to do battle. Okay. Well, folks, I think they're closing in, getting ready to get things started. So I'm going to let everybody go, but I will keep tweeting out results and try to get some interview videos, and we'll get going here today. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to contact me via Twitter. My Twitter is at Shaun Bennett CT. Shaun's ShaunBennett CT. That's the Twitter handle. Just give me a yell, and I'll be glad to give you any information that you guys need. All right, signing off.